Another beautiful morning, looking at the water. One of my gym buddies, good morning Jet fans, Tony the GM, lifelong Jet fan. Quarterback video again. One of my gym buddies says to me, how come you don't do something on Raiola? I pick 8 to 10 quarterbacks a year that are probably coming out in the draft. I'm not touching Manning, I'm not touching Raiola. He's not coming out yet. I'm not looking at Lagway. He's not coming out yet. Mendoza is a sophomore on a 2-year NIL. Gives him $4 million to stay in college. He actually transferred from Tulane because the system stunk. And he wanted to go someplace that could give him more NFL ready tools, to work on his NFL game. I haven't touched Mendoza. If he declares, obviously, I'd do a deep dive. As I said, I don't look at statistics. I don't look at highlight films. I look really deep at the player. There's probably something to look at there for sure. Now, here's the thing. We mentioned Raiola. I mentioned Lagway, I mentioned Manning just now, and I mentioned Mendoza. This goes back to Aller last year. People are saying that Aller should have came out because he was a top 10 pick. If he was a top 10 pick last year, he's still a top 10 pick this year, guys. I hate to break it to you, the talent's there. You're looking at the wrong places again. These rankings, I do very deep. I mean, I really look at every single play. Now, here's my thing. I'm totally out on the majority of quarterbacks here. I mentioned Sorsby a couple of weeks. I started looking at him more. He does have talent. I just can't make a mistake. Okay. I'm looking still at Sorsby. I'm looking at Sawyer Robertson. I'm taking a really deep look at Green right now. I'm going to take a really deep look at Mendoza, and I'm done with Aller. I mentioned the 5 quarterbacks that I believe those are the only 5 quarterbacks with the potential to be Jet quarterbacks. I'm going to take a couple of weeks on each. That'll get us to the end of the year. Okay. There's 5. I'm not touching Aller again. I don't need to look. I know what I see. But Jet fans, seriously, stop with the hype. Stop mentioning quarterbacks. Start doing your own research. Let's get behind the proper quarterbacks, guys. We can't go through this again. I rehash, I look. I've been putting out shorts. I put out a short on Ty Simpson. You can't get out of that conversation. Okay? He only has 8 games. He's probably going back to school anyway. He has Zach Wilson level talent. That's exactly what you're looking at. I can't keep on saying the same things. I heard yesterday, which is shocking, that you can't be right on evaluating a quarterback. There's no system that works on evaluating a quarterback. I just don't get it. If you think that way, then you'll never get a quarterback. If you see it on film, it translates to the pros. If it doesn't, if you don't see it on film, if you support the right quarterback and you see it on film, it will translate to the pros. Okay? There's questions that you could ask, like Jackson Dart was a question, okay? Because he never played in a pro offense. I said Dart needed time to acclimate. I think the Giants are rushing Dart. you're looking at, go back and look at Mac Jones' stats with the Patriots his first year. Okay. Where's Mac Jones now? He's starting by default, right? He's a backup. He's starting by default. You have to look at everything. You have to give it time. You have to give it time. When you have to go into unknown territory, like Zach Wilson never handled pressure, never had pressure. Okay, Jackson Dart never played in a pro offense. You have to take that into serious consideration. Now, this brings up one of the first quarterback I brought up in a video. Okay? And I would really like to clarify this. I brought up Hendon Hooker to show arm talent. I said that he never played in a pro offense. He's a third-round pick, and he needs time to develop. He was very raw, and he was a third-round pick. The tools and the arm talent are there. Not everybody's a pro quarterback, but you don't know yet still. Somebody's going to pick him up and give him a chance. This is what people do. They look for reasons why people, quote unquote, fail. They have to be experts. People can't be right on the subject. Okay? I gave 500 grades. That's it. Okay? That's what I'm looking at. I'm saying if my 5 guys are going to be NFL quarterbacks if you support them. That's all I'm saying. It's Mays played, looked great. Daniels played when healthy, looked great. I'm not a doctor. I can't go into, he's too frail, we got to take points off. Okay? Shuck just started his second game, and he did his first game, and he did a real lot of nice stuff in that game, for people who actually look at tape, and see. I would give, some time. JJ played 2.5 games. What did he play? He got hurt. Okay. Everybody, what did they do? Same old stuff. Oh, nope. He can't be great. No, JJ's going to be a 15-year franchise quarterback, guys. Watch. Now, what am I saying that's different? I have Allah rated higher than every single one of them. Why? I explain why. I tell you exactly why. Okay? But can't be right. It's not defending my picks, guys. I put the time in to actually look at why. Now, the 2027 quarterback class has Mendoza, Raiola, Lagway needs a hard luck, and Manning. I'm going to use Manning as an example. All you guys who are experts, like they jump on the first thing, statistically, he made interceptions, he's horrible, he's this, coming out on the kid, right? You have no clue about the game. None whatsoever. Okay? You need to give the kid time to adapt to a big jump in talent. He went from mid-level or low-level high school to high-level college. If you can't see the arm talent and the athletic ability already, I can't sit there and draw it on with crayons for you. Okay? Am I being hard? I mean, think about it. Okay? Listen to what I'm saying. Everything I say is clear cut. I give you reasons why. I mean, if I told you there's a quarterback out there that attempted 10 downfield passes in one game and missed every single one of them, would you wonder why? Or would you continue, to say, oh yeah, he's going to be a first round pick because, he's going to play in the college playoffs, right? Is that what you guys do? I mean, you're not looking at the film. I could sell you any quarterback in the country by making a highlight film. That's what you do. You fall for the hype. You fall for the hype. I'm going to be very clear cut. I'm going to say it this way. Alabama knows Ty Simpson is not a great is an NFL quarterback. Okay? He can't throw with touch. It's on his tape. He has never hit in those throws. Okay? He's 3 years in the same system. Only has 8 starts for a reason. He has never hit those throws. But somehow we keep on bringing up, oh, let's draft Ty Simpson. No. If you have a first round pick, I'm telling you why the NFL always fails. They overdraft. Okay? If you don't see it, don't draft it. That's exactly what I'm telling you. And you go over and over. Nussmeier, his longest air yard throw was 35, 36 air yards this year. And it should have been an interception. Go right ahead. You know, keep on bringing them up. Keep on bringing them up. Every quarterback I don't like is going to stack the box for the opposing defenses. That's exactly what's going to happen, guys. And this is through knowledge, understanding the game. I'm explaining exactly why. But. Can't be right because everybody else is always wrong. Right, you're right. Okay, I'm not saying I'm a genius, guys. I put in the work. I'm going very deep on Taylor Green. I didn't see certain things in the past 5-6 games. Okay, I last year I had him as a high round pick. I still do. Now I'm going deep and going to look at every throw over again from his early years to see if I could fill in the blanks. Okay, I put out something yesterday on Taylor Green, and I'm going to continue to put out stuff on Taylor Green. But we do the same exact things. Anybody who brings up a statistic on a college quarterback thinking that you're showing something, you'll never get it right. Never. Okay? I'll go back to Ward. Okay? I said Ward had arm talent. I want you to listen to me clearly. This is where you get the don't use highlight films. For every throw that's a highlight in Ward's film, you'll see misses on the same exact play. Okay? Ward went back to school. He's a bright kid because his first 4 years he was a one read and run quarterback. And he needed to show more. He was going to go very low in the draft, or he might have been undraftable. He went to a perfect system for him. Okay? He has a good offensive coordinator. He has plays, and he has arm talent. He's a product of the system. That's why I don't like Ward, especially as a Jet fan. If he came to New York, he would have been a disaster. Absolute disaster. Okay? If you protect Ward and you give him time in the pocket and you give him clean looks, he's going to hit him. But he has to work in structure. You can't go out by himself. You can't have him following progressions. If he's pressured, he turns into a different quarterback. I tell you exactly why, guys. Now, I don't want you to subscribe. I say it clearly. I just want you to really start taking a deep look and don't fall in love with quarterbacks. Take care, guys. Mendoza has a lot of talent. Lagway has huge NFL skills. Raiola has a lot of talent. But it's going to have to wait, guys.